a total redesign of what we call the medium-sized wheel loader, which in Caterpillar's product line is the 950 through the 980. So those have all been redesigned. These are, of course, EPA Tier 4 interim compliant, European Stage 3B compliant. We wanted to dramatically improve visibility, so we went to a 4-post cab design. We've always had 4 ROPS posts, but we had an intermediate door post. Starting with the F-Series 2, we put a door post in and we hinged the door from the back. We looked at that again. We used to hinge them from the front years ago, and from the very beginning. We realized that if we took that intermediate post out, we could improve visibility. These are transmissions that we've had in production for a long time, which is important because we know their durability. In fact, their reputation is that they're rock solid from a durability standpoint. But we found that our engineers looked at the shift logic itself, and so with software changes, basically we're reading torque now instead of reading ground speed. And so by reading torque, it really enables the operator to put it in what we call 1 to 4 automatic mode, which is just like you do with your car or your truck, and you can operate the machine fully automatically. These buckets have longer floors, so they penetrate the material more easily. They also have a wider opening, and what that accomplishes is the operator loads in the pile and begins to rack the bucket back. He can see the load in the bucket sooner. We actually found that operators were spending time trying to load a bucket that was already as full as it was going to get. And so this saves time, and that time in the pile is fuel. That's when the machine is working its hardest, obviously, with rim pull, pushing into the pile as well as hydraulics. So the time you can minimize a second or two there, it's enormous in terms of fuel savings.
Yeah.
It also, because that wide open profile, we've increased the rack back angle of the bucket, or it's actually called strike plane angle in engineering terms.
Okay.
So the bucket is more level and the material stays in the bucket better, and then we've added convex sideboards to hold the material from flowing off the side of the bucket as well. So we have about a 10 or 15% greater fill factor than our previous buckets. One change though for K-Series is we have a new joystick control that's EH as well, and it can accommodate 3rd and 4th auxiliary hydraulic functions. So you can add, powered work tools, for example, and it's all on one control, on one right-hand joystick. And of course, that's very low effort. Those controls are fingertip controls, we call them. They're mounted to the seat, so they go up and down with the operator. In the 966, 72, and 80K, we have a brand new steering system. It too is electro-hydraulic, and the standard is a joystick steering. It's also mounted to the seat, so the operator is sitting in the seat with steering and implement controls right at his fingertips, literally. And it's a brand new system, unlike anything on the market that we're aware of. Essentially, it's speed sensing, so it tracks and monitors the ground speed of the machine, and then applies force feedback. So the faster the machine travels, the more force it takes the operator to move the joystick steering.